Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into one of the most important and most ignored problems in modern AI, the black box problem. AI systems are making decisions about your life every single day, but nobody, not even the people who built them, can fully explain how those decisions are made. Stay with me. This gets wild. Think about this for a second. The last time you applied for a job, an AI might have scanned your resume before any human saw it. When you apply for a loan, an AI scores you. Your medical diagnosis and your social media feed are all curated by AI. These systems are deep inside your life, but nobody can fully explain why they make the decisions they do. We've built some of the most powerful systems in human history. They can beat world champions at chess and detect cancer in X-rays. But we have a massive problem. We don't actually understand how they think. The AI gives the right answer, but when you ask why, it just stares back in silence. This is the black box problem. Let's start with a real story. Amazon spent years building an AI tool to scan job applications. They shut it down in 2018 because the AI was systematically ranking women lower than men. The AI trained on historical hiring data, which was male-dominated, and learned to copy that bias. Nobody programmed bias. The system taught itself. Hundreds of real people were silently rejected. Now imagine you're in a hospital. An AI system scans your images and flags potential cancer zones. Doctors rely on this output. But what if the AI is wrong? If the AI can't tell the doctor why it flagged something, who is liable for a wrong diagnosis? In medicine, I don't know why I think this is not acceptable, yet that's exactly what we get from black box AI systems. Banks use AI for credit scoring. The AI looks at thousands of variables and decides if you deserve a loan. If you are rejected and ask why, the bank might just say, the AI decided. In the EU, GDPR gives citizens a legal right to explanations, but most AI systems today cannot provide them. This is a legal and ethical crisis hiding in plain sight. So why does this matter? If AI makes a mistake and we can't explain why, we can't hold anyone accountable. Hidden bias affects real people unfairly. We cannot safely trust what we can't audit. This is happening now, while AI is being deployed faster than ever. The stakes couldn't be higher. Now let's define the black box. Imagine a machine. You feed it your data as input, and out comes a decision as output. But what happens in between? You have no idea. It's a black box. You can't see inside. You can't trace the steps. The AI uses billions of calculations, and the path from question to answer is completely hidden. Here's an analogy. If a student gets 100% but refuses to show their work, saying, "I just know the answer," would you trust them? In school, we demand to see the steps. But with AI, we're deploying these powerful systems in critical areas, trusting the answer without ever demanding to see the work. In simple terms, a black box AI is a system that gives you an answer without explaining how it got there. The input is accepted, the output is delivered, but the processing is hidden and the reasoning is unknown. This is not a conspiracy, it's simply the fundamental nature of how modern AI systems work. Not all AI is mysterious. Rule-based systems are transparent, using simple if-then logic. Decision trees are semi-clear, providing a step-by-step path. However, modern AI relies on deep neural networks, involving billions of steps. These powerful but opaque systems are the ones being deployed everywhere, and they are the classic black box. Here's a dangerous trap. High accuracy plus zero transparency equals dangerous trust. Just because an AI is right most of the time, doesn't mean we should blindly trust it all the time. If you don't know how a system works, you don't know when it will fail. The times AI is wrong are often the most important moments. How does AI actually work? First, it learns from data, studying millions of examples like a student reading a million books. Second, it uses pattern recognition to find subtle connections across thousands of variables that humans might miss. Finally, it uses those patterns to make decisions and predict outcomes for new data. Neural networks are inspired by the human brain, with millions of connected neurons. Each neuron detects a tiny pattern. During training, the AI adjusts billions of connection weights until it gets better at its task. After training, all that knowledge exists as billions of numbers. No human can read or interpret them, which is the source of the black box problem. The uncomfortable truth is the sheer complexity. GPT-3 alone had 175 billion parameters. There is no clean list of human-readable rules. The complexity is fundamental to how modern AI achieves its power. If you make AI simpler to understand, you weaken it. This is the core tension. Simplifying AI means weakening AI. This is the fundamental trade-off. On one side, we have explainable models like decision trees, which are auditable. On the other, we have powerful black box AI like deep neural nets, which offer higher accuracy but are impossible to audit. We are currently choosing power over transparency. Now that we understand the black box, let's look at the 4 major dangers. They are no transparency, hidden bias, no accountability, and blind overtrust. These dangers are already impacting real people in critical, high-stakes domains. The first danger is no transparency. When AI makes a decision about you, you have the right to know why. Today, judges use proprietary AI sentencing tools they can't explain. Insurance companies set prices with logic no human can audit. This lack of transparency undermines due process. The second danger is hidden bias. The concept is simple: garbage in, garbage out. If the AI is trained on biased historical data, it learns and systematically applies that bias to new people. The AI simply reflects the world's existing injustices, but in a hidden and systematic way. The third danger is no accountability. When AI makes a mistake, who is responsible? The company says they just built the tool. The developer says the data trained it. The user says they followed the AI. The victim is left without justice, creating a dangerous accountability gap. The fourth danger is blind overtrust. Because AI performs well, people stop questioning it. Doctors accept diagnoses without clinical checking, and judges don't override risk scores. High accuracy creates a false sense of total reliability, handing over human judgment to opaque systems. A major example is the Compass scandal. This AI predicted criminal reoffending and was used in U.S. courtrooms. It was found to be twice as likely to falsely flag Black defendants as high risk. Real people went to prison based on a proprietary algorithm that defendants could not challenge. Facial recognition systems show similar bias. An MIT study found Amazon's AI was significantly less accurate on darker-skinned women. This bias, caused by training data skewed toward white faces, led to false arrests, like that of Robert Williams in Detroit. In healthcare, an AI used to manage care for millions of Americans was found to be biased. The algorithm used healthcare spending as a proxy for need, which resulted in Black patients receiving lower care budgets for the same sickness. This bias remained invisible inside the black box for years. Is there a solution? Yes, Explainable AI, or XAI. This field works to translate the black box into human understandable terms. Tools like Lime and SHAP explain specific decisions, while model cards provide essential transparency documentation for AI limits. Laws are starting to catch up. The EU AI Act and GDPR Article 22 demand that high-risk AI is explainable. In the US, an executive order requires safety testing and transparency. Governments are forcing the tech industry to treat explainability as a legal requirement, not a bonus. Are we fixing it? We see progress. XAI research is growing, and regulation is arriving. However, AI is deploying faster than solutions. Explainability often reduces accuracy, and companies resist transparency due to intellectual property concerns. We are making progress, but the problem is still broken. To summarize, AI is embedded in critical decisions, but its black box nature means no explanations. This creates bias, injustice, and accountability gaps, already causing harm. While XAI and regulation are emerging, they are currently not enough to contain the speed of technology. I want to leave you with one question. Should we trust something we don't understand? This question is not just about AI. It is about the world you want to live in, where powerful systems shape our future. Thank you for watching this episode of the AI series. If this video changed how you think about AI, please like the video and subscribe for more episodes, including the next one on AI bias. Share this with someone who needs to hear it.